my gosh, it seems like it's been forever since I've done this. Let's rearrange all the madness. Let me bring me. Oh, there we go. That's a nice bright screen, isn't it? Oh, very nice. Oh, I need to stick that thing there. Oh, there we go then. Let's press a few buttons here and there. There we go. Fabulous. Well, hey. Right. Hello. So we've got 2 streams on. Obviously, I've got YouTube up here on my overhead. And then we have the lovely Facebook group. Hello, Jackie. Bam. Straight on it. Diane, hi. Hello. I'm just checking there. Just going to get my pad out and just get that logged in and faffed. And oh, crikey, that's on the bolt. It must not. Hey, sis. Oh, I'll speak with you tomorrow. Definitely. Missed you lots and lots like jelly tots. So, did I have a fabulous time? I had a very interesting time. Very interesting time indeed. Hello. Right, let's just there you go. Sending a hug out. And hello. There we are. Just so you know, I'm alive and well, and it is live, obviously. Yay! Yes, definitely. Right, so gosh, I've got loads of stuff to show you. So I've come back and I've not stopped creating. You know, when you just go out, I've cleared my head of junk and then I've just created more junk. So, hi Jan. Hello everybody. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes because I have logged on early just in case it all went Pete Tong. So I'm just going to quickly go into the group. Hi Karen, Nicole, Lynn, Ellen. Who else we got? We got Debs, Kim, Eva, hi, Deborah. Who else we got? Oh, my thing goes scrolling. Oh, there you go. I know there's some more. So hello. Yes, so Eva is at I can never pronounce it. So the Netherlands have now got my stamps. Shop de Walker. I think I've pronounced it correctly. She'll tell me if I didn't. Don't worry. So yes, so we've got the Netherlands and we've got Norway. Boom. So my stamps are out in the wilderness. Hi Caroline, Laurie, Rose, Kim, Chris. Hello. I've got a hand over here and a hand there. Look at that. Whoa. Oh, I have so missed this. This is just crazy. I've even got a bit of nail varnish on still. I've got my toes matching as well. I ain't showing you my feet. So yes, I tried to catch up with our lovely sis, but I've gone quite brown. Not too bad actually, to be fair. But yes. Hello, Nanny Chris. I love that. Missed you guys. Hi, Ali. Lovely to have everybody. Ruth, hope you're feeling better. So yeah, fabulous. So, oh, look at that. It's 0-0. Hi, Kim. Let's do this then. So, what have I been making? Well, okay, so somebody messaged me and says, you're sold out. And I haven't, basically, I've uploaded things, but I've just put them, I haven't put any quantity in them. So, because I was just sitting, when I had Wi-Fi, I was faffing as you do. I reduced all my prices in my shop. So, if you didn't take advantage of 15% and the low prices, more for you. So some of you absolutely canned it. So thank you very much for the orders. And the rest of you, my prices are low enough now. They're not going no lower. So what did we do? So before I went away, I done, let me just grab this. So we had the oxide cases, yeah? So you get 11 in one, yeah? And then I done a box and I put 3 in a box sort of thing. So what did I think about doing with them? So I had quite a few brainwaves. Well, I'm in a pentagram mood today, so I am doing some penty stuff in a bit. So I'm going to show you what I've made first of all. I've been playing around with, what have I been playing around with? I've been playing around with the dinkles. Haven't you? Oh, I had. Did I use a bit of this? I think I did, yeah. So I've been playing around with dinkles. I've been playing around with ink-ology. I've been playing around with stickles. I've been playing around with all sorts. Anyway, so I thought, oh, I'm just in a pentagram mood, as you do, you know, putting things out in the ethos and doing all my bits and bobs. So yeah, so that's that. So I've just used some texture paste on that, some glitter paste. I used the Funky Fossil paste. I absolutely love their paste. It's absolutely brilliant. So yes, it's all very pretty. So I'll show you this in a minute. Obviously that's Stamperia paper, but what is it on? I'll show you in a bit. So we've done the oxide covers, yeah? So we're all loving them. Fabulous, right? So they will be available later on. It's either going to be later on tonight, I'm going to put a quantity on, or I'm going to go live tomorrow, because I want your views on this. Now, I'm going to move that over there. So you've got 11 in these. Now you can put these up the wall. You can put them in a box if you're doing workshops and stuff like that. You can take what you need. And I thought to myself, well, say if, because I've seen loads of places now, miraculously, doing stuff like this to put your stuff in. And I thought, well, say if you're not like me and I always buy a set of something. So if you only got one or two things. So I thought, let's do some separates. So I have got your VersaFine Clay in separates now. These are separate, yeah. So that means you can buy as many as you want. So that means as you add to your collection, you can stack them. You can put them side by side. You can then, well, you can put them however you like, really. You can do them side by side together like this. They're all flat, so that means that they'll stack lovely as well. And there's just enough out for you to be able to get them out. Now, what I will say is, oh, there we go. I'm in and ahhing whether to do a groove on this. So this is where I need your input. So would you like it like that as that? But then what you've got to think about is if you're stacking them like so, for instance, and you've got them in a box and they're all together, obviously you'll be able to pick them out. No, yes, a groove. Now, I thought a groove, but you know when they're like that, you ain't going to see the groove anyway. Do you get what I mean? But I'm listening to you guys, because once I've added them, that's it. The file's then closed. So I've left the file open for me to say, yay, shall we do a groove? Yeah. I thought finger grooves, but like I say, when it's like this, you'll be able to see the groove. So you'll be able to have that little bit, because there are a couple of mil for you to do that. So I will add a finger groove, because obviously this is what you guys are saying, yay to finger groove. So it'll be nothing major, just a nice little half circle, yeah. And I'll probably go so far in, yeah. So you can buy these. I'm going to do them in sets of, probably sets of 4, because to me, Shady Lane, Fallen Leaves, Nocturne, Pine Cone, or maybe change Pine Cone for maybe either the grey Morning Mist or even a blue, yeah. So yeah, you can make them a bit shorter. See, I thought that, but then I thought, because I've got elements. See, the elements I've done were perfect, yeah. So I've got my colours on, so I can see my colours. So now I've stuck these together. They're very flush, so you can put a nice paper or just reboard it so it looks like it's in a little box and put a lid on, etc. But then I thought to myself, well, if I'm doing myself a little station and I'm sticking them together like so, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe that little what's it. But anyway, so there is method in the madness. So we have got, we've obviously got oxides now, yeah. So I'm also going to do these singular. So I'm going to do, even though I've got that case there, because these are for me, basically. I'm going to be doing them all as singles, because then, for all you guys that haven't got full sets and you've only got, say, 5 or 6, what's the point in buying a whole shebang when you don't need it? And then you just think, oh, I've got to buy this, I've got to buy that. Well, no, you haven't. You just add as you go, sort of thing. So hopefully that's a tick of a box for you guys. I'm going to add the finger slots on that, and I'll also do it with that. Yay, thanks Dawn, bless you. Yeah, top and will be obviously top and bottom, but yeah, because especially if you're stacking them, so everything will run. You'll have a top and a bottom finger slot. Excuse me, I'm going to cough, hold on. I'll die quietly, don't panic. Yes, I'm back. I'm working on tags, because we've been paired up, my little munchkin. So yeah, anyway, glad you like them. So singles, I'm probably going to do so many for so much. I'm going to put them on the site. So these were singles as well, and I've just glued them together. Now they're so easy to put together. So then I thought, okay, so we've got all the normals, all the bits and bobs. Now I just want to, off the top of my head, just thinking here, where is, let me have a look. I just need to have a, that's not what I want. I'll have that in a second. I need, that's what I need. Versamark, let me just see. Oh, it would. So the thumbs up, everybody. Oh yeah, I do forget these things. So your Versamark will fit in to the elements boxes. So these are they're all good, if I'm honest. Now I know that Lisa Horton's and John Next Door's are the same sizes as I do apologise, I've got a frog in my throat. So I know that they'll fit. So no matter what make, model, whatever you're using, and you've got ink pads, you're going to sort it. So your Versamark will fit in your Element ones, no problem at all. And there's a nice little gap over with them as well. A little bit of leeway here and there. If you're not happy with that, then I can do a box and alter that if need be. But to me, quite fine. Now for travelling to workshops and stuff like that, depending on what you're doing, you could have a nice box and you could put as many as you want in there. Realistically, you can quite easily stack, pack, etc, etc. So there's the first bit. So they will be, I'll probably put these on tomorrow. I'm dying, I'm sure of it. Hi Michael. I've missed you. Love it. So yeah, so we've got Elements holders, we have got VersaFine Clair holders, and we've got Oxide holders, which means then that we've also got holders for the Versamark, John Next Door inks, and Lisa Horton inks. Ta-da! Now the other inks I use are Cosmic Shimmer. Now I love ink-ology, so I thought to myself, yeah, do your thumbs up things. I always forget to tell you guys, please subscribe, it's free. Please do a thumbs up on the videos, whether you're in the Facebook group, hello, or you're on the YouTube, hello, hello. Hi Trudy B. So Elements are now covered, VersaFine Clair are covered, Versamark is covered, and your Oxides are covered. So that's your Oxides, distressed oxide or distressed ink. They all fit. There we go. So let me put these over here. So I then started having a brainstorm. Goodness me, God help us. Seriously. Once I started, that was it. So this was in between making my mum a rocking chair for her frogs. Don't ask. I'm sure she'll bring it up if she's watching anyway. So yeah, so I've been making chairs. So I can't believe, I mean, this is with the pink frog grey board, and this is with pink frog glue. This is rock hard. So I know now I can just put in, I mean, I'm going to make myself a few. I'm going to make a nice box, like a travel box now, and I'm going to put everything in. And the travel boxes I'm going to make will be for your Elements. They'll also be for all your other goodies, right? So I'm going to make sure if there's something particular that you're wanting to storage or to look at to use for storage, give me a shout. Is that a frocking chair then? It is, yeah. It is. I love it. Yeah. I love it. Oh, that's made me laugh. Oh, sorry. Sad little things and all that. I love Mum's chairs and frog. Oh, bless. I'm glad. So that's the Elements bit. So Elements Versa done. Tickety boo. So here we go. You did. You made me laugh. So, oh, I told you, here comes the door, people. Oh, here we go. Okay, so she must have just painted it. So I made Mum a chair. So here, let me just move the, I mean, look how cute is this frog. I mean, really. So anyway, look, let me move him. Look at this. How cool is that? So this is from the grey board. Mum, what you painted it with, Mum?
Some metallic.
I can see that was just metallic paint, or
yeah, metallic paint, and then I'll put some gloss on the top of it.
Oh,
like
look at that then. So she's been having a play, bless her. So yeah, it's a little rocking chair. So evening Annette. Hi Mum, everyone said hi. Bless her. So yeah, so she's now got you know, that's fantastic. Look, so I can roughly make a load of different things. So Mum wanted a little chair for her frogs because they were all chatting around doing their thing. So I said, I'll make you a rocking chair. So yeah, there you go. So I've got a little bench as well for loved ones. You know, when you've got loved ones at Christmas and you just want like little chairs and stuff for them, and I can do little plaques and things. So give me a shout, you know. It'll always be something. Yeah, can you hear me, mother? That's what they're saying here. Can you hear me? Right, there you go, Mum.
Thank you very much.
There you are. She's going to go and watch now. She'll join you. Right then, so, bless her. I knew she'd come up. I knew it. Bless her. So, yeah, so I've been playing around with tags. That might come over you can make a human one. Oh, I don't know. I might be able to. I don't know if it'll take anybody's weight though, but yeah. So I'm going to put them in the tack collection. So we'll get that sent out. So, as I was saying, so I then decided to make a holder. Don't ask. I just went off on a tangent. Now, these have all got Lavinia dinkles in, which are fabulous, by the way. So let me just put them down here. Now, let's put them all out, because this was actually made for ink-ology inks. Now, I've realised that there are so many products out there that have got the same size circumference for different things. So let me just take these out a second, and I just want to show you how easy, depending on your preference. Now, this can go on the wall, as in on the, I don't know how I'm going to show you that, but straight up on the wall, or you can lie it flat. Now, if I was to throw my ink-ology, which isn't the best thing to do, but these were actually for my ink-ology, and they stand lovely. However, I thought to myself, well, Lisa, I don't really want them like that. Yeah, but I mean, they are fabulous, to be fair. Then I thought, well, we can put an array of different things in, and you can then put things up and see all your bits and pieces. So I thought, right, oh, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. Things might be coming your way, girl. So easy, love it, tickety boo. But then I thought to myself, I want travel boxes. I like the way it goes. Can you get masking paper to stop your machine burning the grey board? No, it's down to my settings, unfortunately. That's how it is with the grey board. If I upgraded it to MDF, which I'm looking at different products, you paint it. So without me sort of settings too low, that's the only problem. I'm covered. One of them, I'm afraid to say. I'm not going to get masking paper. That's more cost, and then prices go up. One of them. Sorry. And I don't want to put prices up. So let me just show you these. So I have made this. Now, this was scorched and all the rest of it. It has got Stamperia. Yes, it gets costly, exactly. So I'm trying to keep things down. If you want to put tape over, carry on. But I'm not going to be. So, and if I upgrade it to a different product, there won't be those scorched things on. So at the minute, it's grey board, and it's keeping the prices nice and low for you lot. Exactly. Thank you, Caroline. Once, like you say, there was plenty of scorches on these, as you can see inside. So with the discs that I cut out, I've put at the bottom, as you can see, and that actually uses to, if I wanted to put these in, you could do that. However, I've made this for my Lavinia dinkles. Now, you can put them in there, no problem at all. You can turn them upside down and all the rest of it. But then I thought to myself, well, let's put them in there, etc., etc. If you want to be able to see the colours, they hold them quite nicely. Now, what else have you got? Let me see. Now, let me put my dinkles back in here, because to be fair, they sit in lovely, and I really like the way that, you know, when you've got something up and you think to yourself, oh, so I'm going to try and keep them all in a colour sort of code, maybe-ish. Yellow. I mean, Lime Divine is one of my favourites, along with burnt. See, look, the burnt orange and the sepia and the brown are lovely for rust. Chili jam flakes, pine green. Oh, I'll tell you what, let me put chili jam with the blue down there, amber there, and then the white at the top. Right, so I've put all them in there. There's your set. There's your Lavinia, which fabulous. They've all got the little pins in. You can see the colours underneath. Tickety boo. Once you paint this, or if you want to put paper over it, you're not going to see any of that. So I get ya when it comes to that, but there's no way am I just going to keep grey board as grey board. Trust me, unless you're that way inclined, and then yeah, go for it. You know, and you know it's an interesting one to say the least. Anyway, so I've got a shorter base, pretty, and all the rest of it. Now, I thought to myself, well, if I'm travelling, just in case, so I'm thinking of everything here. I made a bigger one. which was what you saw on the picture. Now, I haven't dressed this one yet, so all I've done on this one is, as you can see, you got all the, what's it, so this is 60 deep to remind me. I have put some textured paste over it. I've then put a stencil, textured paste, and put just a bit of white acrylic. Now, I absolutely love this because I've done the same again. As you can see at the bottom, what I cut out here, I've put down, just so it gives that nice little lip, just in case anything dribbles out. Now, it keeps that so safe for travelling that nothing's wobbling about. In these, they wobble about. But what I've also found these are good for are in my drawer. Let me grab that. I have put one of these in my drawer, and I've got my mica powders just upside down. Now, these are resin, the chameleon powders. They're fabulous. But these also fit your wow powders. So it also fits your stickles. It also fits your refills. It also fits all sorts of little things. So that's actually in my drawer where I can see everything. Instead of looking at everything and think, what's that? I've just popped them in. So if there's anything particular you want me to make, storage of so many, I'll do it to order. So you've actually got things that you can stack up and you can have in a way, which keeps it all nicey for you guys. Yeah. So, hi Sylv. Once paint. Oh, bless you. Okay, I'm rereading things. My bad. Sorry. So, I think these are fabulous. Now, talking of, let me move this over here. Talking of stickles, I have a few. Now, I'm just working on, yes, thank you, Sylv, I've missed you lot. I'm now working on the Lavinia holographic, you know, like your little pots of loveliness, yeah? So, I want to do it where you're going to be able to see them that way. Oh, well, if you want. I mean, if you wanted them that way, but sometimes you're not going to know what's in there because they're very much apart from the name. So for me, I'm going to do like a little set with a nice lid on, which I think will be really pretty. And that will be for your Lavinia, your glittery bits and bobs and stuff. Okay, so that's that. So that's coming very soon. Let me just put them out the way. So what else was there? Oh yeah. Let me just grab this. So, oh, crumbs. Hold on. Oh, there we are. Got it. There we go. Sorted. Right, so I have got another one where I've got, see, I've just moved it. I do apologise. I've just like yanked it, pulled it and everything. So I've now got all my stickles, so, and my liquid pearls, and they all go nicely in here. So I can now see what I've got, all my colours. Instead of dumping them on a shelf and I can't see them, I've actually got them on a little display panel now, and I can see all of my little about the oxide sprays. Now I'm working. Calm down. I can only do so many in a day. Yeah, I am getting proper organised. I will be doing the distress sprays. Okay, now they don't fit in there, but they're going to be a needed one. I'm going to be doing the distress sprays and the Lavinia sprays as well. So I'll be doing a nice little pot like this, and that will house all your sprays in a nice container. Yeah, if you haven't seen your holiday clips, I would have suspected you spent your week in your craft from your no, yeah. I've done this on the way back. I did actually do some drawings and stuff and took a lot of notes and things, so I knew roughly what I was doing. I just had to make the files. The files have been the worst bit for me. Tweaking everything. I've used so much product to try and just get this in a basic, you know, so, but if there's certain things you want, obviously the sprays, so I'm going to be doing, let me just grab, do you know something? Oh my gosh, it fits. Where can you buy them from? They'll be on my site, don't worry. So you're going to have the Lavinia and the oxide sprays. I'm going to be doing these for them, but I've just realised, oh my dear Lord, don't know where to, honestly, do you know what fits in? Oh got, I've got a, we've all got these, yeah. Unless I've missed some of the videos. Where do I find the shop? The shop, if somebody can put the link on, perfect. Oh, crumbs, look, see, now I'm off again. I need another pot. So all of my lovely distress spritz fit in here. Oh my gosh, Mr. Ink-ology, you're going to have to go in these little ones. Oh, this is dangerous, this is. Hold on, people. Ugh. Right, so I've only got the A and the B set. I couldn't be bothered buying any more because, when you look and you think to yourself, got that. That's the same as that. Why am I buying that? It's a lethal game, us crafters do, It really is. And I've still got ones over. See what happens now? Look at that. So, and I've still got ones over, so I need to make another one. So, let's have a look. So I'm going to make sure that you have got storage for all of your stuff. I've got storage. Dear me. So we're going to have storage for these two are the same size, roughly, give or take a couple of mil. So I'll make sure either of these will fit. Okay. Saying that, let me just have a look at that a second. Yeah. So yeah, perfect. So basically, hold on. Sorry. What, Liz, I've missed videos. Where do I find your shop? To be fair, on YouTube, there's actually a thing that says shop on the thing at the top. If you click on that, then click on Lisa Magical Make, it takes you to my shop. If not, if anybody can post it on, I'd be grateful. If not, if you go on my Facebook page, Lisa Magical Maker, the details will be on there. So, all in all, I've got to add another line. I can't see the links on YouTube. It's definitely on there. It's on the top. In fact, hold on. Let me just see. You lot, let me just have an investor store. It's got store. So, hold on a second. Let me just say. Let me see if I can just find a link. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I've got a link. Wait a minute, people. Copy. That might be the one. Let me go out of that. Oh, this is if this works, then this is easier than I thought. Oh, crumbs, what I'm doing. Well, live, that's me. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm in YouTube. Let me see if I can post it. I don't know. Where am I? Let me see. Is that gone? I don't know. Has it gone? You just posted a link. Thank you. I'm glad somebody knows what they're doing. I clearly don't. I think it's saying it's too big. Oh, crumbs. I'm wobbling you about. Sorry, people. Okay. Let me. I don't know. Oh, what was all that about? Did I post it on too many times? Oh, crumbs. But let me try that. No, it don't like it. Yeah. So yeah, tough to ruinate. I can't. I don't know why, but there you go. Sorry. Yeah. I'll just stick with back on my chat. There you go. Posted a link to Facebook Live too. Thank you. Yeah, so as it's my channel, I can't see what it's under, but yeah, thanks, Dawn. Under subscribe, it says visit store. Yeah, so it has got a store. It won't let you post. There you go. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've gathered that. See, I told you I'm not that tech savvy. So, however many you need, I'll do. But I mean, obviously, as you can see, A, B. Let me just take out. So in a set, I don't know how many's in a set. I've lost the plot. A. Let's have a look. Dum. Okay, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in a set. So I'll probably say if it's for your spritzes, I'll do them in 12s. Yeah, thanks, Ali. Unfortunately, Lisa's 4 short. So there's your A's and B's, and I'd have to have another line there. So it's all right, Angie. There's no such thing as being late here. You know that. So we have got your spritzers will fit. So voila. Your stickles, liquid pearls will fit. Let me just put our beautiful Andy's lovely ink-ology. Bum. So this covers. Let me just move that out the way. Let's move that out the way. Let's put these in. They're not in any order. I'm just whacking them in. I'll be anal now, and it's like, oh gosh, I need to have them in order. I don't know why. but that's just me. Don't worry. I'll have a chat. I like to turn them around. I'm thinking what I might do is put some white paint on the top so I can dab the colour on. Because when I've got them like so, I can just turn them all around so they all look pretty, you know, and you can see the colours then. But I want to see the colours on the top, so it might be a case of a sticker with a colour code, just so I can see the colour in true format. But coming very soon, probably in the next couple of days, you will have holders for your acrylic sprays because they are bigger, okay? And your oxide, so your Rangers are a little bit bigger than your Lavinia. However, let's have a look. 60, 57. So, oh, well, there you go. There's less in that, but wider. But then, yeah, I get it. It's as in fatness and whatnot. Yeah, but hey-ho. Just, it's all right. My brain's just hurting then. But yeah, so, them are all your lovely holders. And obviously, I've now can see what I've got. Now, and the thing I love about this is I can stack these on top of each other as well. So, you know, you do you put them where you want them, you have them wherever. But yes, they will be in the shop. And like I say, they do have scorch marks on them because it's grey board, it's in a laser. Even when I've lowered the power down to try and stop that or to reduce it, at the end of the day, it's still the same. It's because of the product. So you're going to paint it or you're going to put some papers on it. This has got Stamperia. I'm not going to turn it upside down now, but let me just, if I go like that, that's got Stamperia papers on. So there we go. Off they run, little devils. So yeah, you do however you want to do. Now, and again, these will be the same. You can either paint them or put some nice papers on, depending on how your room looks. So these lovely little holders will come with holes in, so you'll be able to mount them on the wall. So you could quite easily mount, you could really go for it with liquid pearls, all your stickles, and then you've got all your Lavinia dinkles and all the rest of it. So that's that. So let me get these out the way. So that's all nice and new, nicey, all going to be available in the shop very soon. Now, cost-wise, now, I think I've put on the oxide. Oh, try, bye man, love you. There we go, mister. I've got to work out what I'm going to do on the singles for these. And I think I've put it as £7.50 or something like that for the 11. So these, now as you can see, you've got the scorch marks, but when you put them all together, if you're leaving them separate, paint them, you know, because like I say, there's nothing I can do about that. And if I use a different product, the price is going to go up. So £7.50, 11, gets you 11 of your oxides. Like I say, bargain. I've looked online, I've seen so many different products, 20, 30, 40 pounds, you know, one of them. But then I thought, for those that haven't got sets and, you know, don't have 11, that's why I thought, well, I'm going to do the singles instead. So you've got your VersaFine Clay. I will be putting the finger slots on them as requested by you guys. Then you've got your Elements inks. They all fit in there as well. And obviously the Versamark also fits into those. So if you've got your Versamark, if you've got your Archival, they will fit in. Okay? And that means your John Dexter and your Lisa Horton inks will also fit in there. Okay? So I think we've got everything covered in regards to being a crafter, and I know that I like my stuff to be all stored and nicey and all that. So let's get these out the way, because I do actually want to do a bit of crafting with you, daft as it is. That's what we're here for, a bit of crafting. So let me just put stuff out the way. Let me get these out the way. Right, oh crumbs. What else have I got to move? Have I moved everything up there? Yes, I think I have. Right, so let's whack them over there. My room now looks like a tip. It was all nice before I went away, and now it's like a little junkyard, surprisingly. Okay, so let's put these out the way. Oh, that was my light. I thought I'd knocked you all over then, people. So I think these are fabulous. So And lo and behold, I can't believe that they fit them in. So I love my ink-ology, absolutely. So I think that's fabulous with all the colour and stuff. So now, let's back that up there. So now I want to paint this up, but I also, let's see what's all plenty of time. I've only been chatting for a bit. Let's get these out a second. So on here, like I say, I have just, let me shift these things out of the way. I'm going to be attacked now by spritzes. I might actually use some tonight. Woohoo! Why not? I haven't used any spritzes for ages actually. I've even got a box, and in the box I've started doing some pentagram stuff, so I might actually start playing around with that. So let's put these out the way. Right, I'm going to show you a quick something else before I start creating. Hi Nettie! Yes, I know it says out of stock because I haven't put any stock in there yet. You lot are all eager to buy, aren't you? Bless your cottons. So, it will stay out of stock until I physically go into the shop and load it and activate it. So it is on there and it's showing out of stock. It's not because it's out of stock. It's because I haven't put a number in to say how many I've made. So either today or tomorrow, I will do a post on my Facebook so you know it's live, okay? So I have been playing before we start watching. I just want to show you these now. I love my witchy stuff, as you probably know. And I've been just making, so these are little magnets. So I've been doing some little bits and bobs. Now the engraving on this machine, on this library, is like amazing. So I might do this, I might do this. So it does some fantastic stuff. Now I have done some pictures of loved ones, pets and stuff like that. Again, if there's anything particular you want, give me a shout. I mean, look at the detail that's on that. I don't know if you can see. Let me just see if I can. There you go. There you are. Look at that detail. So when it comes to, let me just show you guys. When it comes to engraving, and that's engraved in, I mean, we can really go sort of, you know, real detailed stuff on there. So it'd be nice if somebody's got a nice, I don't know, picture of a loved one, or I don't know, just something that I can play around with. So yeah, and these will be, oh, let me just sort this camera out. There we go. These will be available. I'll do them in sets, in packs, or whatever. I've got some lovely, so I've got some dragonflies. I've got some lovely steampunk stuff. You know, I love my cogs and stuff. So there's that many different possibilities that you can do. Or if you want certain things, just let me know. You know, nothing is sort of off limits, out of bounds. And there's some really creative people out there. You guys know you can create so much stuff. I'm just trying to show you just what this machine I've got is absolutely capable of. Some crazy stuff. So let's just show you with regards to this burns and scorches and God knows what else. So yeah, it's dirty, but you're going to paint it, you're going to cover it. I want to do some crazy pentagrammy stuff today. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you them bits and bobs because I'm going to make something with that. But let me just get this, let's get a bit messy. Before I went away, I did show you this that I made as well. So let me just show you this. So this is the box which fits in 3 of the oxides. So this is my travel box. And I put on some textured paste, and then I hand painted. So this is all hand painted around the sides with some textured paste, etc. I haven't done inside because inside I fit my 3 oxides. So I fit 33 oxides. So if I'm doing a workshop, I can just fit them all in there. It just all packages away really nicely. So again, there'll be sets out there. Is that heavy on paper? What was that? Sorry. Can you do some sugar skulls? Oh yay! Let me write that down. Sugar skulls. Oh yes. Let me get pen and paper. Let me just grab. That'll do. Sugar skulls. So I am looking. Sugar skulls. So let me know so I can add to this. You love the box. I love the box. So Is that heavy on paper? I don't get what you're asking. You have to time to go. Oh, bless. Little old Maggie poos. Right, let me start squirting. As you do. That sounded terrible, sorry. I don't want fossilised, and I do like my antique linen. Right, so antique linen. So you need to give these a damn good shake, depending on how they lay. Obviously, all the mica will go one way or the other. So let me just. Apologies if I'm missing comments. Antique linen. There we go. Right, so smaller, but the box is gorgeous. Smaller butterflies, really. So I do smaller butterflies. Unfortunately, the thing I'm finding is their antennae get damaged. So I don't want to do a product and you only get sort of half an antenna. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, let me just yeah. So the thing that I love about this is we can just have a bit of carnage in its own way. Let's get this on the go. I do love, see, now I've got them out, it's like, oh, what? Oh, here we go. Mr. Holtz, this is what I'm finding with your stuff. You know, when you don't use it for a bit. Oh, let's just, I'll tell you what we'll have to do. Let me just do it this way. So, I have the same problems as you guys, clearly. Let me see if this one's going to work. Oh, look, that one will work. It's always the one you don't want. I mean, anyway, so it doesn't matter. That'll have to go on there. That'll go there. I love antique linen. Trust it to be the one that don't work. Tut. Oh gosh, it's gotta be a bit. Oh, pick up. Now then, have I got oh, see, I just love the pinks in these. Flamingo. Oh, it's gotta be in too. Oh, this is my girliness coming out. Kitsch flamingo. Oh, honestly. See, when you look and you think, oh, you know, you just love the colours. Oh, fabulous. Anyway, I love making a mess, so it's all right. There you go. Yep, that'll do. Let's see if this will work. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, we've got movement off the bottom. Let's see if it's. I should have checked. Mind you, I wasn't expecting to. It's only because they fit in that thing that I went, oh, usy, pretty. There we go. Love it. Right, what else we got? Oh, I'll tell you what. Salvage patina. Can't go wrong with a bit of that. Can there then? Oh, peacock feathers, crumbs. So we're going off into a right little tangent now. But how gorgeous is this? Anyway, well, why not? Now then, yeah. I can't be bothered to rumble through everything. I'm just looking to see what's catching me eye. This will do. Right, and say, smaller buttons. Was there anything else anybody else wanted me to look? Crumbs. Oh, that's a bit effy. Anyway, that'll. Damn. What we got? Oh, shall we? Oh, seedless preserve. Well, I'll tell you what, I wasn't too happy about that bit there, to be honest. So let me just. That's going to be just as bad. Hold on. Right, let me just grab this a minute. So this is what I love about this. If you don't like it, just cover it. There we go. Right. I'm getting a bit OTT now. See, this don't matter really because you're going to have stuff in here. So I'm not too worried about that. However, the rest of it, I do want to be able to love the pattern. So that's one of the funky fossils. Beautiful. Sarah's look. Oh, God, honestly, what am I doing? Oh, dear. That'll do. Could go on forever with these, you say. This is the only problem. Once you start, I can see why everyone's addicted to bloody Tim stuff. Me included, honestly. Let's go and shift them over there. Okay, so we've got carnage. Look at this. Let me just put, where's my water? Let's have a look. So, let's have a look. Ruth, let me know what size butterflies you want, and I can always send you some. You can test them out for me. Oh, right, let me just get a tissue now. Where did I put tissue? Over here. Okay, okay. Let's have a look. Right, so, oh, there we go. Right, let me just do a bit of a dab off, as you do. Now, I have clearly drowned this box. Now, I have put on, obviously, textured paste. And what else have I put on here? There we go. That's it. I quite like the splash on that. Now, let me, before I wipe that away, let me, there we go. So put a bit of water on that and let me just get a bit of Pink Frog, super smooth. Let me see if I can find some. 300 DSM, that would be the base thing. Right. Aha. Right, so I just want to, Pink Frog Super Smooth Card. Obviously Pink Frog is the only product I'm using when it comes to card, glue, etc. Let me just, oh, I'll tell you, that's an interesting one. Let's see what I've got here. Now I am going to just give it a little bit of a light spritz to move around what's on there. Bear in mind, I've still got my dinkles. I could still play around with a bit of dinkling, you know. Like a bit of dinkling. Actually, I think we might. Let me just get this up. Let me just get this up. I'll tell you what. Let me just spray that. So, if you haven't played around with Pink Frog Super Smooth, I don't know what you've been doing, but you're missing a fabulous trick. Right, so let me grab me. Hey, look at that. See how easy that was now? I'm liking it. So I'm going to put it on there. I want Lime Divine. I love this. Now, oh, that's a bit too much, but it don't matter. I think it's fabulous. Don't be shy to sprinkle these. They are very addictive because you just don't know what's going to happen. And that's what I love about it. So I'm going to look at this. Now, this is sepia. Look at the colours in this. Beautiful. Let's have a look. I do like the sea blue. Now when you look at these you think, oh, I don't know, but let it activate, let it play around. You can see why it's sea blue. Now I'm going to add more water because so when you look at this, I mean, it's like fireworks, perfect for bonfire cards, you know, if you're doing parties and whatnot and all the rest of it. Now we have got that lovely shimmer underneath. And I'm just going to let this just have some crazy moment. You can do that with your hands if you want. Why not? You know, do what you need to do. But for me, I can quite easily get some nice cards out of that. Tags if you don't like what's coming out of it. You know me, I won't waste. And I've got that lovely shimmer just starting to play around. Now that to me, I love watercolour. I love the movement. Let me just dab this off a little bit now. I like the blobs of where the colour is when you're just throwing down the madness. However, you can actually put them down, mix water at the side and then paint, you know. It isn't about just splattering on and just having a bit of carnage. You can do that. Sometimes that's what I like, is just I never know what I'm going to end up with. And I know a lot of you like more of a formality and a bit of, oh, what's going to happen here sort of a moment. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to let it dry naturally. Go me. That's the first. Let me just whack that over there. Let me just have a little bit of a tidy up. Let me get these out of the way. So, these will be going live either tonight or tomorrow. So don't harass me. Well, it's not live. I can't see it. It will be. Just give me a chance. I've just come back off holiday. I haven't even washed my bikinis yet. So, you know, just let me catch my breath. Right, let me just... There we are. Right. Tissue, paper, something that resembles... That'll do. Okie dokie. Let me... Oh, crumbs. That feels like it's been there forever. There we go. So, yes, I had a fabulous holiday. I needed the break. I needed the time out. Made a few decisions in my head about what I want to do with regards to crafting and hopefully the direction I'm going to go into. So we'll see if that comes along or not. We'll see. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so I have loads of backgrounds which I must use. Yes, you must, Ruth. That's the only thing, you see. I put them. I mean, see that? I mean, look at that now. Look at the shimmer on that. Beautiful. So, obviously this is wet. And now I can feel it damp. I like the fact of what we've got inside as well. Look at that with that gold and the shimmer. Especially when we're going to be putting some of those in there. Now, as you're looking at that, you might think, oh, a bit plain, a bit boring. You might want some of your colour. So I am going to get a little bit of, what was this? What we got? Fuchsia, ink-ology. So we might be a little bit close to the camera. So apologies if it's sort of in your face. But let's not knock it over. I'm really good at normally doing that. So this could go terribly wrong. Well, I'm involved, so it's bound to. So again, bear in mind the amount of water I've already put on this. I'm now going to add a little bit more, and I just want that to run. I want that to run down and through. So I want it to actually highlight and actually bring out that stencil with the textured paste, which I think looks fabulous. So did I do it anywhere else? No, just that corner. There we go then. So let me put that back there. I like that. Straight in my little jar. Perfect. Right, let me just put a little bit of heat on it. So, there you go, Ruth. I'll put a bit of heat on that while we're doing it. I mean, you can put your dinkles on here with water and let it run. But I'm really thinking that actually looks... I'm not really going to do anything else with that, to be fair. Because I'm thinking that looks mighty fine. So just still a little bit damp on this. Like normally, like I say, the gold and the pigments coming through beautiful on that now. I don't know whether you can start seeing that shimmer come through. I love it, absolutely love it. So I'm going to let that dry off naturally. I did say that 10 minutes ago. Saying good night. Oh, fabulous, Caroline. Hello, son. Bye all. Have a fabulous evening, my darling. Love to all. Thanks for dropping by, Caroline. So, there we go. Okay, so I quite like that. Yeah, and you're not seeing how pink it is. See, this is the thing with these cameras. They're so bright, it takes away anything, but there's a lovely shimmer on it, and I don't think you're picking it up, but I can see it anyway, so I'm happy with that. So I've got a lovely shimmer, and then I've got that lovely shimmer. So you can just see the shimmer here. And I've got that around the rest of the box as well. So, there we go. Let's have a look. A-B mixtures. I'm going to have to sort out. So, I'm just doing randoms. Just so you can see. Just whacking them in. Let's just whack them in, ain't it? But yeah, what I might do is alter the box so it's a box of 12. As for set A, B, C, D, etc., etc. Because I obviously have 4 over, but you know, something well with it. But anyway, I'm going to put them out the way as you do. So yeah, I'm loving that, to be fair. So voila. Right, let's put that over there. Nice box that is. I mean, I've even impressed myself there. Crikey. Doesn't take a lot nowadays, to be fair. So I will be doing, as I said, I'm saying, oh bless you. No, it's all right, Chris. You go and chill, my darling. Love you lots, and I'll speak to you soon. Where's my box gone? Ah, here it is. Right, so let's whack this down and here. Now I have got some rice paper. Just some. I've just like So I've just ripped up a bit of rice paper because I think Nigel's got this on the website. I don't know if it's this particular one. So I'm just going to cover now. I've just stuck them in just with some glue, just some random stuck them in, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm thinking to myself, I just wanted to have something around the front now. I've done this on the laser, and I did think to myself, halfway, I thought, oh, I think about cutting it and bounding it round like that. So I thought that would be quite a nice look, a nice effect, which I then thought, yeah, I'm going to do that. So I just want to put a bit of colour or a bit of squirt, summit on the box. And then I'm going to build this up, and then I might be putting a few things together for a giveaway. and I've started. I've got a small box here, and then I've actually done some papers with the Stamperia. As you can tell, they are Stamperia papers. And I love this design, so I might make that and have that, maybe put that out, but we'll see. So let me squirt something on this. Let's have a look. I'll tell you what. It's gonna go green. Why not? Let's have a look. See, now the best thing with this is I haven't put any sort of I haven't put a base coat or anything down on this now. This reminds me so much of old paper. Let me just box them in here. See, the way it's gone on, it really does remind me of old paper. Let me just... that's definitely twisted citron. Where's my old paper? Oh, it is old paper. See, I've got... And this is the old paper. I love this. This just really has sort of... Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to whack this in now. Let me just... You know, when you just want it to... I mean, look how quick and easy that was to cover. So, you know, at the end of the day, I know you've said about... can I use masking tape? You know, unfortunately, no. I'm not a millionaire. But thank you for the feedback. There we go. Right then. Ta-da. I'm going to keep that there. So I know it's there then. So I'm covered. Love it. Love a bit of messy crafting. Now then, I did put a little bit of gold wax on, which has added a lovely resist on that. So, let me... I don't want to waste it, you know me. Let's just whack a bit of water on this just to activate it. And why not? Let's just put a bit of this rice paper down, because the rice paper holds really well, and there's no saying that it's got to stay white. Not in my book anyway. And if there's any dinkles on there, even better. Oh, I don't know if you've been following the news, but we've got a new Pope. And that's Pope Leo the 14th. Bless him. So, yeah, the old white smoke came out, and big hoo-ha on the telly. And for all of you, those are religious, God bless you. Oh, I'll stick with hugging my tree. There we go. Right, okay. Yeah, look at that. So I'll just let that dry. So it hasn't always got to be a mop up with paper. Well, this is obviously paper as such, but when that dries, it's going to be absolutely fabulous. Let's get a bit more colour on that. Yeah, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So don't be shy, you know. Create what you need to create. Do what you need to do. So I'm going to let that dry. Need pegs or something, don't we? I need a little lime prop in here. But it will dry. But look at that, how gorgeous is that? And then you've got them little bits. Do you know something? Where's my dinkles? I've gone dinkly doodah mad now. Oh, crumbs. I've got Lavinia twinkles trying to jump at me now. There's enough Lavinia today. Right, where am I? Lime divine, I just love this. Let me just... Now, this is a really good thing, actually, because... Where's my sepia? Sepia, I love this colour. I keep using it, you know. Gosh. Let me move that, and let's do that. Right, so let's just whack that out of the way. When you've decided to have a play around with your colours, don't be shy to actually add more water on. Don't worry, I will tidy up in a sec, but I'm just having a little bit of fun now. There we go. Look at that. So, you know, if you're adding like a little bit of... Oh, dear me. I might have to use these now. Or on this box, maybe. Oh, yeah. Shall we? Yes, why not? Right, okay. So we've got the, let's think about it. Now, this is wet. It's not warping. I've had no problems. I am going to just, let me just see what this looks like if I run this around. I'm going to have to, let me just pull that off because it's going to rip. I don't know whether it's up or down. There we go. Sorted. Now then, let's have a look. Oh, love it. Get off. Right, okay. Yep, fab. Now then, do I need a bit of paint, paper, glue? It's just like, get off. There we go. Let's try that piece. You know, I'm trying to do something and it ain't playing ball with me. Yeah, nice. Right, I want to stick the, what's it there? Right, okay, let me get some glue. Right, okay, I'm going to use some of, what we got, Decopatch. There we are, sorted. Let me get an old brush, that'll do. Right then, how are we doing on the old Nicole? Oh gosh, hello everybody. From Zillow. I've neglected you, I do apologise. Nikki, Anne, who we got? Pauline, Ellen, Rose, love it. Gillian, oh bless you. Thank you, Linda. Caroline, bless. Yes. Okay. Sorted. Why is it called rice paper? It's just there's a lot of Japanese, Chinese, they do a lot of products with calligraphy, and they use very, very thin papers for their crafting, where they called it rice paper. However, if you go back and look at different religions, cultures, they'll all have a different vibe and terminology for why it's called this, why it's called that. So I could just be chatting a load of nonsense there, you know. It's another thing I've watched or listened to, and it's all like, Lise, what you're going on about at the moment. That happens a lot with me. Right, so now you can wrap it nicely, you can pull it, you can do whatever you like, really. I am just going to do some random, yeah, that'll do. Stick it around there. Now, another thing I wanted to do was sort of do like an embossed look. Oh, that goes quite well actually with the with that look. So I wanted to put down different parts. I mean, obviously this Decopatch glue dries clear. So again, if you're wanting to do different projects or have a different look, you know, there's loads of glues out there. You use what you've got. But, you know, if you do need any Decopatch stuff, Nigel, as in Nice Crafting, has a good selection because Nigel is Mr. Decopatch. So, you know, there we go. Let me just dab that down there. Now, I'm not too worried about this overlapping because it's giving me another layer of texture. So, again, depending on what you're doing or the look you want to go for, yeah, I mean, you could always, like I say, you could do a different layer. You could put down wood, glue. I don't know whether this is going to be dry in time so I can show you. Obviously, don't, let me just open that. There we go. Don't go, if you are doing one of the boxes, just make sure you can still open and close it. I wouldn't want you to sort of go over any of the hinges or anything like that. Talking of hinges, I will be doing some separate hinges. So if you're making stuff and want to be able to put a hinge on, I'm going to be giving you that option as well. So yeah, I'm trying to give you as many little options as you possibly can have onto nice. Right, so I'm just gonna, yeah, that'll do. There is no rhyme nor reason to any of this that I'm doing. I'm just literally doing some random mess, really. Let's be real. This isn't Picasso's finest. I'm just like you guys at the end of the day, just as I come and I do lives and chat nonsense with you. And I've missed you terribly while I've been away, so it's great to be back. I will be at the Birmingham Motorcycle Museum Saturday. And then Sunday, I'll be back doing my lives at 10 o'clock. And then obviously back as normal then from Tuesday onwards. Tuesdays, Thursday and Saturday, Sundays even. Get me days right now. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm happy about that. What we got going on there? Let's have a look. Let me just get that out of the way. Fabulous. There we go. Sorted. Right. Okay. Happy with that now. Yes. Sort of. Why not? Let me just pull that bit off there. Now this is where I like the fact that it hasn't got to be perfect in any way, shape or form. It really doesn't make any difference. That's it. I love it. Right. Let me get rid of that. Okay. So I'm going to leave them bits there. I want to put something on here now. As I said, I wanted to actually pull that. That is actually going to work lovely. Now then, what glue do I use? Let me do Mr. Frog. Okay. Right, let me. So all I'm going to do is we've got these lovely applicators, which I think are absolutely brilliant, to be honest. And I'm just going to dab. Now this is the larger one with the yellow. The one with the blue top is a finer. So really I should be using the other one because it's a finer tip. So it's not doing big blobs like you can see me doing now. But I have definitely found I am using less glue by using these precision nibs, tops, whatever you want to call them. And I'm just going to bend that round there. So 1, 2, 3. Now I ain't too worried about the glue because it dries clear. Let me just force that down there, and then I'm going to force that bit there. Now, as I said, I'm not too worried. So all I'm going to do here, as you can see, is I'm just dabbing the decoupage glue over, holding that down just while it tacks from the pink frog glue. And it just takes a couple of minutes to hold it. It's really good, actually. So I'm quite liking that sort of effect now. So again, I mean, if you've got moulds, you could do air dry clay. There's loads of different things that you can do. Let me just see what I've got. I mean, I've got a nice great big penty on there. Why not? It should really be in your face, sort of a, you know. I quite like, oh, I tell you what, let's have a bit of that. Oh, dear. Shall we? What do you reckon? So we've got like this design with the moon crescent. And I quite like the eye, to be fair. What do you reckon then, people? Shall we? I think that's more of an impact, doing it like that. Yeah? You're all happy with that choice? What do you reckon, yeah? Something like that, people? Yeah? Cool. Now, what colour am I going to do this? Might help if I paint that up before it goes onto there. So, let's be really walnut stain. Now this is as quick and as easy as you want to be. Now I know normally, well, I'll say I know normally, no such thing actually. You do you, I do me. Yeah, well, instead of it being black, I'll have brown. There is no sort of a pentagram's got to be this, apart from depending on whether you feel that the point should be facing up or down. Determines of where you are in life. So I'm doing a point up, my choice, my preference. No particular reason. I'm not going to turn into anything or, you know, start dancing around a tree naked. I'm just doing my point upwards on there. Points are up on there. Points are up on there. That's just me. Okay, so there you go. Right, so I'm going to leave that now because I want that. Yay, look at that. Very nice. Now, do I want a cog? Do I want a cog? Do I want something that's going to... I don't know. Hold on. I've got another little doobie. Little penty. Could do it in there, maybe. Oh, hello. Have I got anything smaller, larger, bigger, wider? Do you know something? That looks really cool. Who said a cog has to be a cog? When is a cog not a cog? When it's going to turn into a pentagram. Now I am going to put yeah, I am actually going to put some bits and bobs onto these, maybe bits of gold and stuff. I'm loving that. Right, okay, so, oh dear me. Oh dear, 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 dear. Right, okay. Let me just mop up. Now, this is a perfect way of not getting yourself totally filthy. They look about the same sort of size. Let me just see if I've got anything different sized. Oh, that's tiny. That's tiny, tiny. Let me try that one. Okay. Yep. Okay. Right. So, yep. I'm going to glue that there. So let's put that there a second. Now, yeah, that'll fit in. Perfect. Again, I'm not too worried about going fit in. Am I gonna kill this now? See, I'm forcing it into some. Oh, it's worked. It's okay. That's good. We'll have it. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then I think, yeah, maybe something along them lines. Okay. Why not? Let me just see if that's going to go about there. Do I want something here, something there? Yep. I love talking to myself. I do that quite often. Dave thought I was a bit daft on holiday. I didn't hurt anybody and I survived, you know, so it's always a bonus, isn't it? Always a bonus. I don't know where I want to put that one. I like that there. Yep, okay, so I like that there, and then maybe, oh gosh, this is so difficult. Don't it over there, don't it over there. Do you know something? I'm not going to bother. There we go, you can stay. In fact, I'm going to put that. Let me put that here. Why not? So I'm going to put that there. We've got the penty wrapping round. I'm going to put some, let me just put a little bit of gold on that. Let me find me. Right, so I have got Deco Art Metallic Lustre Gold Rush Wax. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit here and there. I'm also just going to, why not? There we are, perfecto. And I've got this little one here, little cutie. Okay, so let me. Now, if you wanted to like do it oldie whirly, rusty, or whatever, again, or just a bit of textured paste, obviously it's just down to the colours then that you're going to use. Let me mount that on there first of all. Let's have a look. If I just go random like so, because I don't know where it's going to hit and where it's not going to hit. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that, I think. So we've got an all-seeing eye. We've got the moon symbols, moon goddess symbols in there as well. We've got the pentagram. Let me get that off there. It's an unusual box. What do you want in there? You could put anything from spells, collection, stones, feathers. You name it. You can put whatever you like in there. It's your little box. Something you can pass down to the children. Yes, if you're that way inclined. You can put whatever you want on your box. I've just happened to decide to put some pentagrams on mine. I could have put goggles on, and it could have been like anything really. I could have put more cogs on it and really, really went to town on it. Or I could have even put on keys, random stuff. But I quite like that, to be fair. That's definitely... Let me just get that bit of that off. I'm not liking that. There we go. That's the best thing. While it's not dry, take it off if you don't want it. Perfect. Right then. Okay, I'm happy with that now. Right, I've made a right mess here. Let's get that out of the way. I love a bit of mess. Especially when I've been on my holidays and I've done any mess for ages. I feel like I've not done any crafting forever. And ever and ever. Right then, so let's see. Trudy, Keith, Anne, hi. Hope everybody's well. Oh dear me. I don't know what I've got on me there. Let's have a look. Oh, right then. So, what else can we add to this? Do we need to add anything? We need some stamps. Let me just get that out of the way. Let me move that. Let me just quickly grab some stamps. And witchy wise, well, I'll do my own. Why not? I haven't, you know, I've neglected my own stamps. I need to start doing more of my own stamps, more nice crafting stuff. Let me physically clean that up now. Rattle, rattle. Oh, vandal. I'll tell you what, these blinking twinkles will be the death of me. You see these? Drop down on your head, they do. I've strategically put them out the way and it's like they jump at you on purpose. Sure of it. Okay, so let's just, I'll tell you what, these Teflon what's a great. I've gone through that many different products to try and find something that's half decent to work off. I think I found it. Right, okay, so stamp wise, let me just see what we're going to have. So, this is from my number 12 set, Words and Affirmations. Let's have a little bit of something here. Strength in numbers, positive vibes, hex. Oh, shall we? Never give up. Shall we be that positive? Well, why not? Let's put that there. Witch and Proud, number 13. My lucky number. It has definitely been my lucky number for for as many years as I can remember. Let me just grab, without knocking everything. Right, let me just... And somewhere, which I've packed away, is my Nocturne. It's nicely in a... Oh, look at that. Perfect. I'll tell you what, I can get them out dead easy. Oh, I'm quite impressed with that. I might actually do a whole thing for all of my set. So it's the only problem, you see, when I buy a set, I buy a full set, stamps, etc, etc. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain when you're... Let me just do a couple of randoms here and there, because I'm thinking I might just want a little bit of textured paste on this as well. Yeah. So I don't want a full hit. I just want it to look as though something's on there. Yeah, that's better. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. So I'm going to leave that there. Let me just move number 13 out the way. Might help if I take all that gunk off it, but that will be one of them moments where I should say to myself, oh, you shouldn't do that, Lise. Honestly, I need to practice what I preach. I really do. Strength in numbers, read what these say. I like that. Let's do that one. That can go out to a few today. That can. There we go. Right, okay. Let's see what I can get on with this. So, reap what they sow. It's a very true saying. I'll put it here, I think. And again, you haven't got to see anything. Makes no difference at all. In fact, let me just... it's so much better when you finger stamp. I can be really random with it. And I think sometimes that's the better... you have like your words, your verses, and you think, oh, I just want to see a little bit of that. What does that say? And you look and you think, oh, yay, yes. That's exactly what I want. I want you to be able to sort of say, oh, what's that going to say? Does it say that? Will she put that there? Yes, I will. Okay, So let me, I want to put these, so think about there. Now then, obviously this is all together. If I'd have thought about this prior, I would have obviously have done this before I'd put it all together, but maybe me, I don't do things like that. I have to do them the wrong way around. So I'm quite sure if ever you buy one of these little boxes, you will, before you put it together, do what you need to do, whether you're putting papers on it, whether you're you know, just having a moment or two. Do what you need to do. Right, now let me just get a bit of paste, and oh, shall I actually? I might do, I tell you what, we'll do some Stella paste. Funky Fossil. I love this stuff. It does need a bit of glitter. Let me just grab a little, oh, that one will be perfect for this, a little mini. So I am just going to, only here and there. So I'm not going to go too crazy with it, but it is fabulous stuff. So yeah, a bit there like so. Just want a little. So when it dries, it really does dry like a really good bit of textured paste as well, which is nice. But then you've got the glitter. So we'll have a little bit of that there. Right, let's just take this around nicely. So again, I'm not going to, there is no rhyme or reason to the, well, there's nothing with anything I do, to be fair. So I'm just doing it so it just catches, which I think is beautiful, because it's the holographics that run through this absolutely catch everything beautifully, especially under these lights. It's seen really well. So let me just put now, bear in mind we've got paper on here. We've had a lot of products and a lot of wet product, and it's not warped, it's not falling to pieces on me. I'm not having any mega moments. So yeah, there we go. Let me just take that off there. Perfecto. I'm not going to put any on the bottom. I'm just going to open this up now. So again, it's up to you what you want to sort of do inside. You haven't got to put things in. I think it's nice when you open it for a little surprise to be in there. And again, it just depends on what this is for. Is it a gift for somebody? Are you just doing it as a keepsake? Are you actually doing it as a something to put spells in and stuff like that? I mean, there's a lot of different options, you know. I mean, we could do some proper Book of Shadows, you know, some proper ledgers. You know, we can do, goodness me, there's like so many different things that you can do. Choice is yours, really. But for today, I've had a little play. I've had a lot of play at home, so this is nice. So I'm just going to, let me just put some on my finger. There we go. So where I just don't want to misplay and think, well, why haven't I just done that there? Just use your finger. Perfect. Right, so there we go. And once it's dry, honestly, the paste is absolutely fabulous. I'm really, actually, do I leave that? Do I? Oh no, I'll tell you what, let's pull that bit off. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, we'll do that there. Yes, perfect. Okay, let me just get that out of the way. Perfect. So right. Oh, what time is it? 20 past that. I feel like it's past my bedtime. Mind you, that there was a 2-hour difference. It was 2 hours ahead. Lovely place, beautiful sights that me and Dave saw, crystal clear waters, better than the UK beaches even, I must say. Cornwall and down south have got beautiful beaches, but yeah, they were stunning. So we have, let me just get, I need some textured paste. Oh, let's get some of Andy's. I've got it here. Right, so structured paste, love this stuff. Running out. Damn. Gosh, this is like, you know, You know when something's good, when it comes to an end too quickly. It's like, okay. And again, you haven't got to leave this white if you don't want to. Sometimes I like white. I think it just looks raw. It's another element on there. I don't know, just do a little bit around here. I don't want to go too OTT. Well, a bit late really, being I've done everything else on there. But if I was putting on rust colours and more high texture, you know, something, yes, there would be a lot more going on here, to be fair. Depends how quickly this dries to whether or not I can get some rust on here. Ooh, I'll tell you, we might be able to get away with this actually. Let's try it. Oh, love it. And I'll be doing this sort of stuff in the workshops as well. So if there's a certain thing that you want to learn, want to play around with or have a go at, just say I'll probably be bringing all the texture. Well, I will definitely be bringing all my textured paste and stuff with me. And it's not just the Cosmic Shimmer range. There's a couple of different ranges I use as well. So yeah, we're in for a bit of fun on the workshops. There are still a couple of places left. If anybody wants to come to the Wolverhampton one, send me a PM. It's just outside the city centre. It's a great place. Free parking, full disabled wheelchair access. Great place. Right, that's it, that'll do. Right, let me just see if I can get that dried off quickly. Let me get the lid back on that. Love that paste. Oh, can't believe I'm nearly out. Right, let me just wipe this off. Yeah, just remember to clean your works off very, very quickly because it does dry very quick. Now then, a little bit of, where's that? Oh, crumbs. See, I've put all these in here now. I haven't got my numbers. I don't know where my stuff is. French mustard. London brick. Okay, this isn't doing too bad actually. Maybe. There you go, brown. And where's my blue? Where are you? Blue, where are you? Not that one, not that one. I'd have thought the light would have caught it, but no. There we go. Okay, I'll use these as a quick one. So let me just turn it around smidgen. I'm going to put some French mustard on. And a little bit of brown coffee bean. London brick. Love London brick. It really is like just the bestest. I'm going to use that in a minute. Let me just have a little bit of... So all I'm going to do is just spritz. Now, I'm just going to let that go down. And then I'm going to bring it around. And this is why I love using this sort of stuff, because you can move it so quick. Oh, Christ, I nearly lost the whole bloody lot then. Crumbs, that would have been hilarious. Well, it wouldn't have been hilarious. I'd have cried. Dear, I would have seriously cried. Right, let's get this blue one. Right, so this one is turquoise. And I love this blue. Well, I love both of his blues, actually. Let me just do this. A little bit here. A bit there. So this is proper just random. No rhyme, no reason. Love it. Okay. Sugar skulls, I've got to remember them. I'll have people shout at me else. Right, let me just do a quick, very quick. I love how that's gone now. Right, let me just do a quick little dabby. Now just remember, this is grey board. There will be another layer going on this, by the way. So this, you won't be seeing this finished tonight. But you're going to get the gist of it in that sort of context. So I'm definitely going to put more layers on. I love it. And I'm losing my voice. So that means to me, Lisa, it's time to call it a night. So let me, that there, and that there. There you go. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed seeing new products that I've got coming out. So it might be, it won't be later, I can tell you that now for nothing. It might be tomorrow. I'll list everything on there to show you. I will be adding more depth, more layers onto this because I want more of a defiant sort of really grungy look now I want to it. So yeah, I'll be definitely adding more to it. I'm quite liking how this is sort of settled quite low with the green and that blue, sort of very earthy looking, but I want this to be a lot more textured, so I will be adding more and bits on. So I shall do that tomorrow. I'm going to go and sit and put my feet up, and I might even do a bit of unpacking tomorrow. Stranger things have happened, but there you go. But just remember, there's plenty of different things we can do, the engravings, etc, etc. Let me know anyway. But thank you very, 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 very much for joining me tonight. That actually sort of goes, I do quite like the look of that, to be fair. But anyway, I'll put that up out of the way. So again, we have got the lovely holders for your ink-ology. I did use ink-ology colours on this, and obviously textured paste. And I used some different just some stencils and stuff like that. But yeah, all nicey. Love that. What else did I do tonight? Oh yeah, we done this one, didn't we? So we've also got these hold all the spritzes. Again, they also hold, depending on what you want in there for travel purposes. I like the fact that I can see my ink's a little bit better in these. However, I like the fact that nothing moves around when they're in these. So these will be going on the shop site. It is Shopify Lisa Magical Maker. But yeah, I'm going to let this dry out a little bit, and then I'm just going to really put some grunge and stuff on. So you'll probably see the picture of this tomorrow. So I'll put some pictures of these products up. Just so you can realise where we are and all the rest of it. All right, so I'm going to love and leave you. I'm going to go and have a cup of cocoa, I think, something like that. Anyway, so probably tomorrow all the new stuff will be listed in the shop with prices. And yes, what you see is what you get with them. There is no airs and graces with them. There is no taping off or anything like that. That's why the prices are nice and cheap and affordable. So yeah, there we go. So you'll have your oxides in, you'll have your elements holders, you will have your VersaFine Claire in the singles. Let's whack that in there. So yeah, you'll have all the choice of whatever it is that you want. I don't know, I'm probably going to do them in sets of 4 maybe. I think 4's a decent number, especially, you know, some people buy 2 or 3 and they don't buy big sets and stuff like that. So we'll see what you fancy. I mean, see, this is what I like about this. You can actually do these in so many different ways for packing, you know. Do them however you like. I think it's quite brilliant. But there you go. Anyway, so I'm going to go. Otherwise, I'll stand here chatting for another 10 minutes of nothing. And I think, what am I talking to you about? Let me just go. So, love you all very much. Thank you so very much for joining me this evening. I have got really messy, which is all part of the fun. I will put a post on my Facebook page when everything's live in the shop. So there will be a certain amount of numbers on there, and then it'll be down to once I've made, you'll be waiting for restock, etc, etc. So first come first served on them. So ink-ology, spritzes. I will be doing the large stain, the oxide sprays. I'll also be doing the Lavinia ink sprays as well, the acrylic sprays. So yeah, everything is covered. Everything is covered. So you've also got the little holders as well for... Oh, crumbs, that's me just yanking them about then. Ooh. Okay, naughty. There you go. Sorted. So yeah, let me go and yank them back up here. Oops, naughty me. I should have just done that one. That one was there. There you go. So you've got all your little holders there. Your dinkles. Again, these, the ink-ology fit in there lovely. You know, so you'll find that depending on what you want to do, there's a lot of things will fit in the same. So, you know, think about the measurements. If you're unsure, I'll have to put your measurements on so you know what size holes, what's going to fit into what for you. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to go. So I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. Let me demount you lot on. Ooh, you're all upside down. I shall see you all later. Love to you all. That's you guys gone. Ta-da!